A perfect date, a perfect romance, the perfect match on World Improv Network.
Hello, everyone, yes. Welcome, America, and the rest of the world. I'm your love doctor, Joey Smoochums, back again for another wonderful show. And this is the dating show where no one knows where the heart will go until it makes the perfect match. Oh, yes, a little bit of singing there to kick off the show. I'm a regular American Idol. Well, everyone, please let us welcome to the stage our three contestants today, vying to make the perfect match. Everyone, please welcome contestant number 1. His name is Shabazz Davis. He's a former talk show host / pimp, and he's from Compton, California. Welcome to the show, Shabazz.
Yeah, it's great to be here, Joey. And first of all, I want to say I'm thankful that you's hosting it today because that Booker T. Love character, he's a punk ass.
Oh, well, I don't like to cause problems backstage with the crew members, but very well, moving on to our next contestant, a bachelor number 2. His name is Harry Duggadon. He's from Melbourne, Australia, and he's a major league fisherman. Ooh, welcome to the show, Harry.
Right, well, thanks so much for having me on, Joey. I've spent a lot of time out on the water fishing for some fish, but I think it's time for me to be fishing for some ladies.
Oh, yes, plenty of time to fish for them today. Well, please, everyone, let's welcome our third contestant. This is a very, very exciting day for us. Bachelor number 3 is Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger from Tall, Austria. He's an actor, politician, as I'm sure you all know. Welcome to the show, Arnold.
Great to be here. It's perfect. Yes, thank you so much. First of all, I want to agree with that Shabazz guy. I think that Booker T. Love, he's a puny guy pushing up pencils.
Well, once again, I have nothing to say about Booker T. Love. He and I are good friends, not at all enemies. Very, very exciting, though. Our 3 contestants are going to now go behind our hidden wall to disguise their identities as we bring out our lovely bachelorette for today. Her name is Karen Pilfer. She's from Gary, Indiana, and she's a button collector. Ooh, welcome to the show, Karen.
Hi, it's so nice to be here. I love being on this show. I have to say that I've been single my whole life, so I'm hoping to find the special number 1 in my life.
Well, very well, Karen. I'm going to give the floor to you.
Oh, thank you. My linoleum's peeling up on my trailer, so thank you so much.
Please go ahead and ask a question to any of our eligible bachelors today.
Okay, well, I can't see any of you, but I did hear your voices, and I have to say they are really different. My first question will go to bachelor number 2 because I've never been to Australia nor China. Bachelor number 2, are you in favor of human farming to help combat the global overpopulation crisis? ?
Well, that's a lovely question you got for me right there. Well, I'd have to say I'm all for hunting down and farming humans, as I think that there's no greater sport than the sport of killing others with big old guns, am I right?
Well, I don't know. I've never taken a human's life because I'm Catholic and that's a sin.
Yes, I think it's a sin no matter what religion. Very well, ask another question, Karen.
Okay, well, my next question will go to bachelor number 1. This is similar to the last question. Are you in favor of human farming to help combat the global overpopulation crisis?
Yeah, I tell you what right now, Karen. You sounded so sexy. And if there was 10 cats coming down the street trying to get your hand in marriage, I'd mow them all down with my Mac 10.
Wow. I have 2 cats. I hope you wouldn't harm them because that would be a sin for PETA.
I like cats. Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I'm going to change things up a little bit, so I'd like to ask a different question of Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, it's so hard to say that. But thank you for completing the sentence. Mr. Arnold, if you could slobber all over me like an animal, what animal would it be and why? Wow, that sounds kind of potentially dirty.
I would slobber all over you like a Komodo dragon, and then I'd bite your ankles And as you fall down and roll around the mud, I'd slobber on the back of your neck and say, "Come here, darling. Let's get to the chopper."
Okay, can I just follow up with that, Mr. Arnold? Why would you slobber on my uncles?
I wouldn't slobber on your uncle unless he fell down in the mud too. But then I would, yes.
Okay.
Yes, very interesting question there.
Wow.
Perhaps we should move on then to something less risque.
Think so. I have a next question, and I'd actually like to go back to Bachelor number 1. Heart attack or attack the heart? What do you prefer?
Oh, man, being a former pimp, I gotta say, attack the heart. Because that's where the money is. You attack the heart, you getting them pocketbooks, you making them snaps, baby doll.
Wow, that's almost like poetry when you say it like that. Bachelor number 2, same question to you. Heart attack or attack the heart?
Well, I think we all know that I'd be one to attack the heart, right? I mean, I use my big fishing knife here, and I'll just dig in real deep into that chest cavity, and I'll twist the blade until the heart pops right out, and I'll give the heart right to you, my dear, because there's nothing greater than the gift of love, am I right?
Wow, you're kind of scaring me, Bachelor number 2, but in a way it's kind of sexy. I've never touched a human heart before, even though I've seen emphysemic lungs during our science fair in 6th grade.
Yes,
All right.
and it seems that they do things way differently in Australia, don't they?
Yes. Question to Mr. Arnold, Bachelor number 3. If you were a crayon, what color would you be and why?
I would be purple. Because that's the color of blood running through my veins. And that's the kind of eroticism I have for you, dear. Just not going down where it used to be when I was pumping iron.
Okay, but I thought purple blood is kind of unoxygenated, so it doesn't sound too healthy. How would you rectify your purple blood and make it red?
Steroids. Without a question, I pump you up with steroids. Make it all red.
Wow, that's really neat. You sound really strong, like
I am
you have
strong.
big biceps and thighs as well.
You want me to pick up this screen that divides us? To get...
I don't think that would be legal at this point. Okay,
No, it definitely would not be legal, nor is talk of drug use on the show. Please refrain from that. Or
Sorry about that, Joey.
okay, can I ask more questions?
yes, go ahead, Karen.
Okay.
You got a bit more time to pick your perfect match.
Bachelor number 2, if you were at my house cleaning my windows and I asked you to wear a G-string, would you and why?
Oh, well, my dear, I'd wear a G-string, I'd wear an H-string, an I-string, a J-string, whatever you want me to wear. Because, frankly, I think I look best with less clothes on. See more of my perfect bod, my glistening muscles? Yeah, baby! Our audience knows what I'm talking about.
Wow. Okay, well, when my husband died, who I never married, he left me a box of G-strings, and I just wondered, okay, Bachelor number 1, another question for you, sir. Would you please tell me if I asked you to shoplift some Twinkies, would you or wouldn't you, and why?
Oh, yeah. Because back in the day, I was lifting Twinkies all the time, along with my 40s of 8 Ball. So, yeah, I shoplift the whole store for you. I clean out a whole 7-Eleven for you, baby doll.
Wow, thank you so much, because I've always wanted to shoplift, yet I've never had the guts to.
Oh, we can do that on our first date, you know what I'm saying?
That's really exciting. Bachelor and Mr. Arnold number 3. If you had a chance to go to any planet besides Earth, what would you go and what would you buy me when we got there?
We would go to Planet X, and I would buy you a stuffed Godzilla toy. Because that's where Godzilla's from. He's from Planet X.
Wow, that sounds really romantic. Wow. Okay. Well, that's really cool. Okay, I'd like to go back to Bachelor number 2. Bachelor number 2. If you were to make a button to win my heart, what would it say?
If I made a button to win your heart, I believe the button would say big bold letters in my own accent. Good day, darling. Would you like to take a ride on my dingo horse?
Wow, I used to have a horse and I got bucked off, so that might be some fear I could face. Bachelor number 1, same question. If you were to have a saying on a button to win my heart, what would it be and why?
Straight pimping. Because I'd be pimping you out to everybody.
Wow, I've never been a prostitute, but it is something I hear that could create an extra cash flow.
Yes, and on that topic, I believe the censors are telling us we should really wrap up this show. So I'm going to throw it to you, Karen. It's time for you to choose your perfect match. Who's it going to be? Bachelor number 1, Bachelor number 2, or Bachelor number 3?
Well, okay. I'm gonna choose the one that's striking my heart the most. I'm gonna go with the famous actor, politician, Bachelor number 3, Arnold.
Bachelor number 3, Arnold Schwarzenegger, as if she doesn't know what you look like. Come on out.
Oh my God. You look so perfect.
Oh my
look at
gosh.
you, Karen, with your
What?
silky smooth hairy
Wow.
legs.
You must wear platforms. You're like 4 feet tall. I'm
Yes.
taller than you are, Arnold.
It's all Hollywood.
You're all 5.
I am.
Well,
Looks
gather
so great.
around. Gather around, Arnold and Karen, because we got a real exciting trip planned for you.
I pick you up.
Oh, whoa, wow.
Arnold's going to pick you up.
Oh my gosh.
And good thing
I'm
is,
sitting on your
because
bicep.
we're sending you to the wetlands of South
Wow,
Florida.
Wow.
Wrestle alligators and avoid being eaten in
Oh
the
my
strong
God.
arms of Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes, this is like a
I
swing.
roll around with them and rip their teeth out
It's like
for
a
you,
swing
Karen.
back and forth on your bicep.
Absolutely. You
I'm
can ride my
swinging.
back now, too.
Oh, I'm getting dizzy.
Well, have a wonderful trip,
Oh my
guys.
gosh.
And to America watching at home, thank you so much for listening in.
Wow.
The Perfect Match will be back next
Oh my
weekend.
gosh.
Until then, I'm your host,
Your
Joey
blood's flowing
Smoochums.
through your vein
Thanks
and
for
your
making
bicep.
the perfect
Your hairy
match.
legs are so beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Since we got to be, let's
Give the Wincast your questions on Facebook, Twitter, or the Mile High Sports Radio studio line during the break of what issues the Win counselors can help you with during Good, Bad, Ugly. Next on Mile High Sports Radio.